Hi there, I'm Chris White, and this poster is telling you about a project funded by NSF with two major goals. The first goal is to train new experts in amphipod taxonomy, and the second goal is to document the diversity of amphipods in Panama, specifically from the Bocas del Toro region. Amphipod crustaceans inhabit virtually all aquatic and some terrestrial habitats, comprising approximately 10,000 described species. Amphipods are an important food source in marine environments and can be useful environmental indicators. Changes in species composition over time can indicate environmental degradation, such as the presence of toxicants or pollutants, or the presence of invasive species at an early stage when mitigation is still possible. However, the small size of amphipods, which is typically between 2 and 15 millimeters, makes them difficult to identify, hindering their use as environmental indicators and highlighting the importance of taxonomic training. The Smithsonian Tropical Research Institute in Bocas del Toro, Panama, which is the area shown on this map, has a substantial marine biodiversity database. Yet, amphipods are understudied in this area, with only 33 species documented to date. Two undergraduate students and I traveled to Bocas del Toro and collected amphipods via scuba diving and snorkeling from just about every substrate we could find. The amphipods were sorted out of the samples immediately, and while alive, they were sedated and stacked images were taken using a macro rail and a Canon DSLR camera. Once the amphipods were sorted and imaged, they were preserved in 99.5% ethanol for later molecular studies and were subsequently identified using various identification keys from the literature. So far, we have identified 93 species of amphipods in 30 families and 49 genera. The families are listed here, and the pie chart shows the number of genera within each family. The two most abundant families so far are Meridae and Leucothoidae. We also have 88 3D images of fresh material, which will aid in identification of these amphipods in the future. Training of two undergraduate students in amphipod taxonomy has introduced two new experts to the field and has increased the known diversity of Caribbean amphipods of Panama from 33 to 93 species. The project will ultimately result in an illustrated monograph of the amphipods of Panama and an interactive identification key through Invertibase that will be useful for experts and citizen scientists to identify amphipods of the Bocas del Toro and surrounding areas. The documentation of the amphipod diversity will allow the use of amphipods as environmental indicators and will aid in preserving coral reef habitats in the region. Thank you for your interest in our work, and I'm happy to answer any questions you might have.